Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Hope you people are doing good. So in the previous video, alhamdulillah, we have completed all the four properties, that is closure property, commutative property, associative property and distributive property. Okay, and I found that most of the student has done the problem based on those properties, and they are able to do by taking any rational numbers. So it means the concept is clear to you people, not having any doubts. So now we are going towards the new concept, that is representation of rational numbers on number line. You people know how to represent the natural number, how to represent whole number and integers on the number line, but how to represent the rational number, that we are going to study in this video. So listen with the concentration. So first I will just recapitulate the basic representation of whole numbers. Okay, representation of natural numbers. Natural numbers, how many of you knows about? Yes, exactly, the numbers which start from 1 are called natural numbers. Representation of natural numbers on number line. So number line, what is number line? What is number line? Number line is nothing but a line on which numbers are presenting, that is called number line. So what we need to do, we have to draw first a line. What do you mean by line? We in the basics of geometry we have studied line segment and ray. So we are talking about here number line. Line is nothing but which moves indefinitely in both the direction, means it is not having any end point. So that we are representing through arrow marks, both the sides, in both the directions we need to put the arrow marks. These arrow marks are showing that it is going endlessly in both the directions. Fine. Now after drawing the number line we have drawn, but it is not just a line, it is a number line. So what we have to do, we have to represent the numbers on this line. As we are talking about natural numbers, so first we need to start with 1. So with the equal distance you need to write 1, 2, 3, so on we are going to. If I said you just represent 5 on this number line, so definitely what you will do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 point you will leave, then after that 5 you will represent 5. Is that clear, ma? So this is the way of representation of natural numbers on the number line. Next we will check out for whole numbers. Whole numbers, how many of you knows? The numbers which start from 0. Okay, the numbers which starts from 0 are called whole numbers. So what you need to do, just you need to extend the line and you need to start representing from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on up to infinity. The smallest whole number is 0. As we are observing here on the number line, there are infinite numbers, and the smallest number among all this number is 0, and we found that there is no predecessor of 0. Is there any predecessor? Predecessor is nothing but the numbers which come before the number. So before 0 any number is not there, any whole number is not there. When we are going to talk about integers, definitely we will get the predecessor of 0, but when we are talking about whole number 0, there is no predecessor of 0, but there is a successor of each number of whole number. So successor of 0, 1, successor of 1, 2, successor of 2, 3. Okay, this is the successor predecessor concept also we have studied. Smallest natural number, if we will talk about, yes, smallest natural number means numbers which start from 1 and they are ending up to, they are not going to end, they are infinite numbers are there. Okay, infinite whole numbers we are having. So the least natural number we are having is 1, and the largest natural number is not defined. Similarly for whole numbers also, the smallest whole number is 1 and the largest whole number not defined. This is the representation of natural numbers, whole numbers. Next we are checking out for the integers. Okay, what are integers? Anybody knows about? Yes, exactly. Then a set of positive numbers, negative numbers, including 0. So, how to represent the integers? It is a set of negative numbers, positive numbers, as well as 0 also it is containing. So, for number line, as I said you, line means it is just that we can define the line which is not having any end point and it is going endlessly in both the directions. So, based on that, I have drawn the line on the board. This is just a line, but we are talking about the number line. So, it should have the numbers. So, which numbers it should have on this line? Yes, we have to represent the integers. So, integers is nothing but it is a set of positive numbers, negative numbers and 0. 0 exactly it comes in the center. Okay, so this is your 0. And on the right hand side you are clearly observing here there are two sides of 0, this side and this side. So, what we call this side? The right hand side. As we are having right hand side, it shows the right hand side direction. So, on the right hand side of 0 we are having all positive number, and on the left hand side of 0 we are having all negative numbers. So, positive numbers means start from 1, 2, 3 so on infinity, and negative numbers also at the left hand side -1, -2, -3 so on. Okay, so let's check out. This is your 1. With equal distance we need to represent the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so on. Okay, on the left hand side also -1, -2, -3, -4 so on. So, here what is the largest number? We can't define. Largest positive number we can't define, but smallest positive number we can say it is a 0. Okay, but when we are talking about negative numbers, the largest number we know. Okay, the largest number is -1, but the smallest negative number we don't know. It is as going on up to infinity. So, we can't define the smallest negative number, but largest negative number is -1, and the smallest positive number is 1, and the largest negative number is -1. Largest positive number not defined and smallest negative number not defined. Okay, when we are comparing these numbers, this 2 is greater than 1, but what is happening on the left hand side of the 0? The numbers are getting decreasing. -2 is greater than 1, we can't say. -2 is lesser than -1. It means 1 is greater here. 1 is greater compared to 2 and -2, and -2 is greater compared to -3. Okay, the order is getting changed here. Here 2 is, if we are having only positive numbers, so at that time we can say 2 is greater than 1. But when we are talking about negative numbers, the bigger number is becoming a smaller number. So, this -2 is lesser than -1. It means -1 is greater. Okay, so what is the successor of 0? Successor is, yes, exactly, the successor of 0 is 1. What is the predecessor of 0? Yes, -1 it is. When we are talking about integers, if we are talking about whole numbers, there is no predecessor. Okay, for natural number also there is no predecessor of 1 when we are talking about natural numbers. When we are talking about whole numbers, there is a predecessor of 1, that is 0. Is that clear, ma? So, this is the way of checking out the predecessor, successor and the representation of this natural number, whole number, integers. Okay, this is the way. And from this 0 to 1, this is considered as 1 unit. Okay, on your scale also you are having the measurements, and it is given in the centimeters. Okay, so it starts from 0 to 15 centimeters, 0 to 10 centimeters, 0 to 30 centimeters scales. You are having a small measurement, small length we can measure with the help of scale, and on that it is showing that centimeters. The measurement is in terms of centimeter. So, this is 0 to 1 is called it as 1 centimeter, or it is 1 unit. Now, it is 1 to 2, it is completely 1 unit. If you are talking about 0 to 2, So it is 2 units, because 0 to 1 this is 1 unit and 1 to 2 2 unit. Altogether 0 to 2 it is 2 units. If you are talking about just 3 to 4, at that time it is 1 unit. Now 3 to 5. 3 to 5 means, yes, 3 to 4 this is 1, 4 to 5 2. So at that time what is happening? It is showing 2 units. 2 units or 2 centimeter, or here it is 1 centimeter. Got the difference? How to see, check out units? This is centimeter and these are the units. So this is very important. Why we are checking out whether it is a unit, centimeter and 1 unit, 2 units? Because now we are going to study about how to represent the rational numbers on number line. Okay, rational numbers are nothing but the numbers which are in the form of p by q. It can be any number. Okay, representation of rational numbers on number line. This is our topic. So first I will write 2 by 3. 2 by 3 we need to represent. Okay, 2 by 3 we have to represent on the number line. So first, what is this 2 by 3? First we have to see. We know that it is a rational number. Then what we call 2? What we call 3? 2 is numerator. We know that 2 is numerator. And this 3 is denominator. The number above the line is called numerator. The number below the line is called denominator. These are the basics which we have studied in the 3rd class, 4th class standard. We have studied about this. So the number above the line numerator, the number below the line is called denominator. So what they are going to play the role here? What is the importance of this numerator and denominator? Whenever you are representing any rational number on number line, the most important thing is here denominator. Denominator, it means that, as just now I said you here, when we are drawing a number line, we are representing with positive, negative or anything. Okay, suppose 0 and this is your 1 and this is your 2. So how many units I have, how many units are there on this number line? Exactly, there are 2 units. From here to here it is 1 unit and from here to here it is second unit. Okay, 2 units are there on the number line. So this 3, how it is playing a role means, based on this denominator only, this complete 1 unit we have to divide into that many parts. Okay, this is because of that reason denominator is playing an important role for the representation of rational numbers on the number line. It whatever the denominator are there, is there, then based on that denominator we have to divide 1 unit or 1 centimeter into that many parts. So as we are having here the denominator 3, it means this 1 unit. Okay, 1 unit. From 0 to 1 it is 1 unit, 1 to 2 it is 1 unit. So this we are going to divide into 3 parts. Okay, equal parts, that too equal parts, not randomly wherever you want. 1, 2, this is your 3. 3 parts we have done. From 0 to here it is 1 part, from here to here it is 2 parts, from here to here it is 3 parts. Similarly the other unit also we have to. Okay, and this is, remember, this is a 1. 1, 2, 3. That also we have divided into 3 parts. Now the next important thing. This 2 by 3 we have to represent on the number line. So whatever the number is given, that we need to start with 0. 0 by 3. After 0 what comes? 1. So this is 1 by 3. This one 2 by 3. This one 3 by 3. 3 by 3, when it gets cancelled, it gives again 1 because of that reason. Is that clear? So this is 0 to 1, it is a complete 1 unit or 1 centimeter. This 1 centimeter, based on the denominator of a given number, we have divided into 3 parts and we are representing. So 0 by 3, 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 3. When 3 by 3 get cancelled, again it gives 1 only. Fine. Now next again you can't start with 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 3. Like that you can't go with. Whatever the process steps you have started, you need to go like that only. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Then after 3 what comes? 4. So this is here 4 by 3. This is your 5 by 3. Then it is 6 by 3. Now 6 again. 3 ones, 3 twos. Again it gives 2. 3 ones, 3 twos. It get cancelled and we are getting the result as 2. Already 2 we have represent here. Understood? Hopefully you have understood it is very clearly. I have explained to you people how to. So from here 0 to 1 it is 1 unit, and 1 unit we need to divide into 3 parts. After dividing 3 into 3 parts, the most important thing is how to write the numbers. We need to start from 0, and in the numerator we need to go on changing the numbers, but denominator should be constant. Constant means which is not going to be changed. And you are observing here in everywhere the denominator is 3 only, but numerator is getting changed. So we need to start with 0. 0 by 3, 1 by 3, 2 by 3, or 3 upon 3, 4 upon 3, 5 upon 3, 6 upon 3. After that also if you are having any number, suppose 7 by 3. At that time what we have to do? 7 by 3 means? Yes. So again 2 to 3 unit. 2 to 3 as 0, 1, 2 already we have represented. The next one is we are having 3. So when we are going to write 3 at that time, 2 to 3, that is 1 unit. Again we need to divide into 3 equal parts. Then after 6 by 3 exactly we will get 7 by 3. Suppose I will show you here. Suppose 3 is here. We need to change it. We need to divide into 3 parts. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. After 6 by 3 I said you the denominator is not going to be changed. It is constant. So 6 by 3, 7 by 3, 8 upon 3, and this is 9 upon 3. 9 upon 3, again 3, 9 is getting cancelled by 3. 3 ones, 3 threes. Again we will get this 3. Is it clear, ma? So 2 by 3 we need to represent. Where is 2 by 3 on the number line? Yes, exactly. It is here. Just you need to circle or you have to give the box to it. Fine. One more problem. Minus 2 by 2, then plus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. In the previous question only positive number we have presented on the number line. Now negative and positive both we are going to represent on the number line. First we need to draw the number line. Okay, this is your number line, and exactly in the center you are going to represent 0, and on the right hand side of the 0 you have to write positive numbers. So suppose here it is 1 and here it is 2, and on the left hand side of 0 you are having negative numbers minus 1, minus 2. Now we have to focus on the denominator. What is denominator? 2. It means if the denominator is 2, that complete 1 centimeter or that complete 1 unit we need to divide into 2 parts. Okay, 2 equal parts. So here I will just write, okay, divide. So from here to here it is 1 part, and here to here it is 2 part. Into 2 parts this complete 1 unit we have divided. Similarly this 1 to 2 also we need to. Okay, on the left hand side as well. This is the division we have done. Now we need to represent the number line. What are the denominator? Denominator is 2 here, which is going to be remain constant. So it is 0 by 2. Yes, after 0 as we have done the division here, what comes here? 1 by 2. This is 2 by 2. 2 by 2 again gives 1 by 2. This is your 3 by 2. This is your 4 by 2. And 4 by 2 again gives 2 only. On the left hand side of 0 also we have to write 0 by 2, and this is minus 1 by 2. Minus 2 by 2. Minus 2 by 2 again gives minus 1. This is minus 3 by 2, minus 4 by 2. Minus 4 by 2 gives again minus 2. But the here most important thing what we have to represent, we have to represent minus 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. Where is 1 by 2? Yes, exactly it is between 0 and 1. So this is your 1 by 2 and this is your minus 1 by 2. Is this clear? So this is the way of representing the rational numbers on the number line. Hope you people have understood representation of rational numbers on number line. Number line is nothing but a line on which numbers are represented is called number line. Suppose the number is there this is the presentation of rational number. The number above the line numerator, number below the line is called denominator. First we have to draw the line. After drawing the line, we need to write the numbers, as it is given only positive number here, so I have started from 0. All the time you need to start with 0. If any negative number is given, then we need to represent the negative numbers also on the number line. After writing that, whatever the denominator is given, based on the denominator we have to divide complete 1 centimeter into that many parts. So we have done the division here. We have divided complete 1 unit into 3 equal parts. After that, the denominator is not going to be changed. You are observing here also and here also. Everywhere it is 2, 2, 2, 2, as the denominator is 2, and here it is 3, as the denominator is here 3. So after that, the exact number whatever we want, the numerator is keep on changing. That is, it start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so on it is going to be. Then finally, whatever the numbers they are asking to represent, just we need to circle that number and we'll get our result. Hopefully it is clear to you people. By taking your own rational numbers, just try to represent the numbers on the number line. And still, if you are having any doubts, you can write it under the comment section. Inshallah, I will clarify your doubts. Jazakallahu khair. Inshallah, we'll meet in the next video with new concept.